Who knew that one of the most effective ways to become heralded as one of the greatest shows of all time is to get rid of a main character in a shocking and unexpected way? Before I get into more details, let me just say that I'm about to spoil a lot of shows, from The Last of Us to Succession, Game of Thrones, Grey's Anatomy, and 911. So for those of you who don't know, The Last of Us is based on the beloved video game, and it just began airing its second season on HBO, and the second episode has already been praised as one of the best episodes of television this year. Fans who didn't know the game were shocked to find that Abby, played by Caitlin Dever, successfully avenged the loss of her father by confronting and ending Joel, played by Pedro Pascal. Even fans who knew this was going to happen were shocked that co-creators Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann actually committed to writing off their main character and their most famous actor so early in the season. This episode of The Last of Us follows in the footsteps of many other great shows that got rid of beloved characters unexpectedly, and guess what? Doing so helped these shows become all-timers. Who can forget Logan Roy's untimely departure in the third episode of Succession's last season? Or the Red Wedding on Game of Thrones? In fact, no character was safe on that show. Or this iconic moment from Season 5 of Grey's Anatomy? Obviously, some more unserious shows have done this as well, such as The OC, Two and a Half Men, and most recently, 911. So I'm not saying that the only recipe to become one of the greatest shows of all time is to off a main character too soon, but if it's done well, something about it does really seem to work. It shakes things up, it keeps audiences on their toes, and it even allows them to grieve alongside the on-screen characters. What I think this episode of The Last of Us accomplished was a greater display of confidence in the storytelling, as well as a refusal to compromise a vision for the sake of pleasing fans. Because yeah, nobody wants to lose Joel, but what audiences want and what they need are two very different things altogether. So kudos to Mazin and Druckmann, because with the success of last week's episode, The Last of Us has joined a pretty esteemed group of shows.